Hey friends, it's Alonzo with ASAP Business Communications, and today we're going to talk to Future Transitions employees about the migration of their Future Transitions email over to the Gmail platform. Now, what this means is that from now on, you'll be able to go straight to Gmail and manage your Future Transitions email straight from there. So, stick around, buckle your seatbelt. We're going to go on this little road trip, and it should be a lot of fun. Here we go. Okay, what we've got here is your future transition. If your name is Michael Jackson, then it was like mjackson at futuretransitions.com. And we gave you a mailbox last year so that when somebody sent you an email, it would come in here, and these messages would come into your mailbox, and that's where they would reside. What we've done now is we've given you a new mailbox, a mailbox by Gmail. And the Gmail box, of course, is much bigger. You'll never run out of any space or anything in there. We give you small ones here. Some people, we made them a little bit larger so you can get more messages in there. So what we're doing with the Gmail mailbox is we've given you the the email address. If your name is Michael Jackson, it would be ft.mjackson@gmail.com. So the only reason you would need that email address is to log into your Gmail. That's it. You're not going to be giving that email address out to anybody. You won't be sending from that email, just to log in to check your email. Now, when you log in and you do a compose, there'll be a drop-down menu that you can use this email address or your Future Transitions email address. And the default is the Future Transitions email address. So all you gotta do is select that and send your messages as normal. Anybody from the outside world, whether it's Regional Center or your spouse or whoever it is, if they send email to this Future Transitions account, it'll automatically end up in there. And remember, this is a huge mailbox. You'll never run out of space. You can go back a year or 2 years. I go back 2 and 3 years and look and see email that somebody sent me, do a search, and you'll never run out of space there. So any emails that come here will automatically end up in here. Now, right now, they're ending up in here too, but pretty soon this is going to get so full, but we'll have to go in there and say, hey, when you send it over there, just delete it from here. And all your emails will be over here. So, this is the only reason you need this email address is to go to gmail.com. When it asks you for your login, this is what your login is. You already have your password. You should have that by now. You can use this to compose. You can set up your signature in this mailbox so that when you send out email, it'll show your name and your signature at the bottom, and we're going to show you how to do all that. All I want you to know right now is that this mailbox where you've been going to for the Future Transitions, you don't have to worry about that anymore. You don't have to go there. You can go straight to Gmail, or if you go to the website and click on the mail icon, it'll take you to this spot in the future. Okay? Any questions? Good. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to actually go to gmail.com to come up with this page here. We're going to come over here and put in our username. In this example, we're going to put in ft.ygarcia, Garcia, at gmail.com. You're going to put in your password. And sign in. I'm going to close this because I don't want to remember Y Garcia's password. And I don't think we have this one set up yet. Let me see. I think I just messed this up. Let me just see here. When I come here, it's not giving me an option of what to do here because I have not yet set up so that Y Garcia
at the Gmail address receives information from ygarcia at Future Transitions. So I'll just go through that step here. I'll come over here to this little star and then click on Mail Settings. This should be done for you already, so you don't have to worry about it. I go over here to Accounts and Imports, and right here it says Yolanda Garcia, and it's got the Gmail address. It says send mail from another address. And that's what we want to do. We're going to click that, and the address we want to send mail from is ygarcia at futuretransition.com. I always have to check my spelling. Then I'm going to go to the next step, and I'm going to say we're going to set this up through Gmail rather than the Future Transitions mail server. So I make sure I have Gmail clicked here, and I say next step, and then it's saying that they need to verify the address. Now I've already set this up for you, so all you have to do is say send verification. And at this point there's two things that you can do. You can actually click on the link to get the confirmation, or you can get it in the email and type it in here. Generally what I do here at this point is just close this window. But before I do, note that over here there are 3 messages in the inbox. And when I close this, and generally what I do is I'll come over here to the General tab and go all the way to the bottom, because for some reason not every tab has a save, but the General tab does. So I save that, and I come over here, and boy, this is going to make a liar out of me. I do not see that 4th email I expected to see here by now. Let me refresh. There it is. That email. And I'm going to click on this link here, and that just says, hey, I own Future Transitions email, and it's okay to start sending it to Gmail. I'll go back to the Gmail, and we should be okay. So I'm going to go right back here again, go to Mail Settings. I'm going to come over to Accounts and Imports, and now you see there's 2 addresses here. And we're concerned about this one that says Yolanda Garcia, ygarcia at futuretransitions.com. And what we want to do is make that the default. We click on that and make that the default. And usually what I do here is, it says when replying to a message, reply from the same address that sent the message. We want to select that too. You might want to double check that to make sure I did that on everybody. Okay, so now if we close this and we come over to Compose Mail, you see we now have a choice to send mail from Yolanda Garcia at futuretransitions.com, or the drop down says Yolanda Garcia at ft.ygarcia at gmail.com. Well, we don't want that one. We want to send it from Future Transitions. Now, when you start typing here in the to field, you'll see, I'll type my name, Alonzo, A-L-O-N, and you see nothing happens. Okay? But if you go to your contacts and you say you want to put a new contact in, you can easily say, okay, Alonzo's email address is Alonzo at, well, let's just use the Future Transition one. At, I guess that's A-Furch, I'm sorry. A-Furch at futuretransitions.com. I hope I'm spelling it right. Looks good. My phone number is 661-466-5272. And my birthday, we don't celebrate, so we won't worry about that. And then I'll just put my name up here. Okay. I could add a picture if I wanted, so that every time you send me an email, you'll see my picture. So anyway, what we have is, in the contacts we have my name, my email address, my phone number, and that's it. Over here in the corner it says save now. We're going to save that now. And we're going to go back to the mail section. Now when I type the word Alonzo, I type just a few letters, and right down here at the bottom, it knows who you want. So you click on it, and your email address is right there. Subject, thanks for the email. Okay? And let's see, do something a little realistic here. Dear Alonzo, you are quite the genius. Thanks for the email. Okay? Now, if you notice down here, there's no signature. No signature whatsoever. So let's say we want to put this email on hold because we don't have a signature, or we need to put a phone number or something in the email that we don't have right now. We can say save now. So it'll save this email without sending it. Now we'll come back over here to our little wheel and say mail settings. And we'll come over here to the general tab. And down here it's where you see there is the signature that you want, and it's blank here. So I just click in here, and I have something already in my cache. So I just hit paste, and this is actually the confidentiality form that you guys already use. But this part up here says Mabel Castillo. We know that's not right. So I'll just backspace through that and change it to Yolanda Garcia. Okay, and then I come down here to the bottom of the page and save it. Now when I go back to my mail, I can come here to, see right here I have, in my inbox I have 3, and drafts, that's the one that I started to send but I hadn't sent yet. I can open that back up. And what do I have to do to send the signature? I don't know. Maybe you have to start from the beginning. So let's say discard this email, and we'll say compose a new email, and voila, there is our signature right there. So once again, we can say type a few letters of my name. Right away it comes up. We just click that right here. Subject, thanks for the email, and always put a subject in. Always, 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 always put a subject in. And then we can say, hey Alonzo, you genius. Thanks again. And I spelled my name wrong here. By the way, when you come here and it's underlined in red like that, that's questioning that, all you do is mouse over it, right click on it, and it comes up and gives you some selections. And no, don't use Gonzo.